Hi, great people. This is your etiquette and lifestyle coach. This is Kimoo. It's good to see you again. It's good to be on this channel one more time. Thank you for joining at every point in time. Thank you for participating, and thank you for your feedbacks, your comments, your suggestions. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support financially, morally, in every facet. Thank you so very much for being there for me. Words are powerful. Words are quite powerful. The holy books have told us that we are a product of what is said to us. And that's why you see that people's names are essential. In my part of the country where I come from, we have tribal names. We have names that make so much meaning. And I believe it's the same with a lot of other people. The words that are spoken to you are the reasons why probably you're reacting the way you are doing. The words that are said in the presence of children is probably the reasons they react the way they do. And so today we're going to be looking at the choice of words that are spoken around our teenagers, our children, and everyone around us who we serve as guardian to these people, especially the young generation. Now, there are situations where there are sibling rivalry that stemmed out of the choice of words that were spoken when those siblings of yours are not there, but your children overheard everything you said. And that is the basis, that's the reason why they react the way they do each time they see some of these people. I'll give you an example. If you assume that your children do not understand your dialect, I'm Yoruba, I'm full-blown Yoruba. A lot of parents will just naturally think that what they are saying in Yoruba or maybe in their dialect, the children around them do not understand. And just like I said, I'll give you an example. Your younger brother or your younger sister's children are not even with you. It was just your own kids that were with you when you were insulting your brother or your sister. Are you aware that when your children see these people, they tend to react based on what they have heard you say about them? And so if you do not value people around you and you speak ill of them around children, they tend to toe that same line. They tend to toe that route, and they are disrespectful to those people in question. And so for those of us who, out of marital issues, broken relationships, and we say a lot of stuff in anger when children are there, be rest assured that these children are going to begin to react to those people just exactly the way you have presented them, just exactly the way you speak about. Now, a good example is an innocent 8-year-old boy whose paternal grandmother visited. And before she visited the house, the mother of the boy would always refer to her mother-in-law in so many, calling her so many derogatory names. And one of which was quite popular in the brain of that child is that the mother refers to his paternal grandmother as a woman who smells. And afterwards, when the grandmother visited their house, the little boy was reluctant to welcome her into the house. And that's obviously because of what he has heard his mother say about the woman. And so the poor old woman came visiting, and the little boy was asked by that old woman why he's been avoiding her. And the boy said, "My mother said you are smelling. My mother said you're not a good person, that we should not play with you." And so these children are innocent. And so most often what you say about people around them, they get to say the same when they see these people. And so a lot of men, a lot of women have had their fingers burnt because of what they said about other people. You know, the visitors come into the house, and maybe when they leave, you call them Olofofo, you call them Bebono, you call them several names, several funny names. And at the end of the day, when these children run into these people, they disrespect them. They react that same way when they see them. And so the quickest way to know what is said about you is when the children of your friends see you or they visit you. And so for those of us who have children around us, if we play the roles of being parents or we're guardians to these children, let's just change this lifestyle. Let's adopt, let's take a new leaf. Let's realize that they are young, truly, but they are human beings. They are alive. They are not non-living things. If you're just alone in the house and you say all sorts when your TV is on, I'm sure it stays that way. But whatever you say around these children get to be factored into their existence. It works with the way they react and they address other people and they treat them as well. And so for those who are even another example that has just struck my mind now is people who have home lesson teachers for their children. You'll be amazed at how much those home lesson tutors know about your family. And the reason is simple. These children would naturally open up to anyone that is nice and be friendly with them. And so when parents have marital issues and they think it is not known to some of these children, you'll be so amazed how much of all of these stories and your secrets in quote that these children have disclosed or opened up to their teachers and maybe at school or even your home lesson teachers. You'll be amazed at how much these people already know. And so let's be guided, let's be careful, let's choose our words rightly, especially when the children are there. You find out that some of these 3-year-old really do know how to speak their dialect. Really, they might not really know how to speak Yoruba, for example. Some of them might not know how to speak Igbo, but they know some of those derogatory words that you probably have spoken. And so to some mothers, yes, and fathers as well, this is not peculiar to women. It's not just about the men as well. I rep Lagos, and I know that if you drive in Lagos, then the spirit of patience and tolerance is a special gift you must ask from God, and you must work towards that. Because trust me, a whole lot happened when we are stuck in traffic in Lagos. And so when you're in Lagos and you see the yellow buses, anything yellow in Lagos, whatever, tricycles, motorcycles, buses, then you have to just be alert and you have to bite your tongue a little bit, because most often they get you so irritated and you say certain things, and you'll be amazed that the child that is having a ride with you in the car would ask you, what did you just say? Or what does that mean? Or sometimes they will even embarrass you a little bit by reminding you that you're a Christian, and or maybe you're supposed to be a staunch Muslim and you're not supposed to say such words. And so these children are wonderful creatures. God has put them around us as our little angels. They will always tell you the truth most of the time, if not all the time. They most of the time will tell you what you have done is not nice. For men who even offer rights to women that are not their wives, you'll be amazed that your children will ask you questions. And so let's just be cautious of this. Let's be guarded. And I believe that when we inculcate some of this into our daily lifestyle, things will get better by and by. We can only get better every other day. We can only work towards and strive towards doing good. But it takes a conscious effort by you. It takes you being conscious of the fact that, oh, these children, yes, they are not meant to hear me say this. And I know that whatever you determine to achieve, you can always achieve. And so let's keep staying strong. We love Lagos. I love Lagos. We love Nigeria, and we pray that better days would come when we all make an effort. A stick or broom can be broken, but when we're united, there is power in numbers. Very soon, I know our voices will be heard. And so let's stay strong, stay happy, and be positive, not only in our thoughts, but in our choice of words. Thank you very much for staying tuned. I love you. Reach out to me on my handle at kimootbm, on YouTube, on Instagram, on WhatsApp. I'll be available to attend to those calls and messages. Thank you always, and stay safe. I love you.